a lot of us aren't being real with ourselves. We make shit up. We tell ourselves stories about why we can't. Well, we'll wait until next week or next month or next year. We come up with these New Year's resolutions, these plans, and then we don't follow through with them. We become stagnant, and it's all because of these bullcrap stories that we tell ourselves about, why we should wait, or why we should give ourselves a break, or why we should just, accept where we are because that's what's in the plan for the world for us. It's a load of crap. There's no plan. It's all what you make it. So if you're real with yourself and look at things objectively, or as objectively as you can, then you'll find really quickly that you are where you are because of the decisions that you've made. If you're in a crappy spot and you don't have things going well for you, chances are you've made a bunch of really crappy decisions, really small, tiny ones along the way that have led up until now. Sure, a lot of people get, something awesome handed to them, or a pretty sweet life handed to them. But for the vast majority of us, we have the freedom and the obligation and the opportunity to make these little small decisions that all add up. And the good thing is that all matters. If you make one small decision to practice discipline, or to go the extra mile, or help somebody out without asking anything in return, the options are limitless. But if you make one small decision in the right direction, it helps and it matters, and it's one drop in the bucket. It's a penny in the bucket. The more often you do those kinds of things for yourself, for others, it doesn't matter. The more often you do those kinds of things, those positive things, those little tiny things to move in the right direction, they all kind of compound on each other, and they don't just add up. They start accruing compound interest. So I quit my day job about 6 months ago, and it's been going well, for personal training, things like this. And when I made the decision to do this, people thought I was crazy. My family thought I was crazy. And my wife has supported me all along the way. My family has. But, there's always that conversation of like, are you sure this isn't safe? Maybe you should play it safe. You got a family to think about. It's not just you. Which are all really good reasons. But what I'm getting at is, if you take all these small little steps and start knocking them out, so to speak, and just making that habit of taking those small steps in the right direction, then the world is your oyster, and there's nothing that you can't do. So whether you want to, get a six-pack, write a book, own your own business, retire early, it doesn't matter what it is. You can get there with small, little, actionable steps every day. I see this a lot in my clients, the ones that are successful. They take these small little things, they add them up. And it's the really small stuff that gets you there. It's not the big stuff. One of the biggest hang-ups is tracking your food. So, most people, they want to lose weight, and they want to lose body fat, which, okay, cool. What I have them do is track their food. And what tracking your food does is it helps you learn about nutrition in a way that I haven't found to be able to beat yet. You can take a nutrition class, you can learn all this stuff by books and stuff, but if you start tracking your food, you'll learn real quick, like, the standard breakfast that I've been having has 50 grams of fat in it alone, or the healthy, green smoothie that I have every day has, 32 grams of sugar in it every day, things like that. So it's these little aha moments that lead to change in behavior over the long term. So the really small meta habit of tracking your food on a daily basis has compounding results, and that's what I'm getting at. So most of my clients do that. The successful ones do that. The ones that are having a hard time, that beat themselves up, find a reason to not do that. Oh, it's hard. Oh, I don't want to. I just want to get in shape and lose weight. I don't want to, be a freak about nutrition and go overboard with nutrition. Hey, that's fine. Nobody said you had to track your food all the time, forever and always. If you do something positive 80% of the time, then 20% of the time you can, go off track a little bit. and you don't have to live life like a robot. So that's what we do here at Northwest Forage. We track food 80% of the time. Generally that means Monday through Friday, track your food, be strict, push through those moments of doubt. Track your food even when you don't want to. If you're gonna go off track and eat something that's not on your plan, cool, track it. You want pizza for dinner? Cool, track it. So when we track our food, I can look at your average daily intake of calories for the month, and let's say you average 2,200 calories a day this month. Well, next month, if that's too high, we'll cut it down a little bit. Let's try to average 2,100 calories a day for a month, and that still means you can have ice cream here and there. You can have 2 glasses of wine if you're want 2 glasses of wine with your dinner. You're an adult. You don't have to live like a robot, and we're all human. So if you try to live like a robot, it's just going to backfire. So don't try to live like a robot. Just track the things that you want to improve, and that's really it. If you want to become a better writer or have a popular blog or whatever, then what do you think that looks like? Yeah, it's simple. You write not as much as you can, but just consistently. If you're not a very good writer and you write 1 blog post every 6 months, then you're never going to become a better writer. If you're a bad writer and you want to become a better writer, and then you start writing a short paragraph once every day, but you pour your heart and soul into it, you're going to become better. Just by getting your chops in. I can make analogies all day about little steps that you can make to move in the right direction, but I think I've made the point. So the bigger picture is being real with ourselves, and asking ourselves, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What are my goals? Do I have goals? Do I even have values? What do I value? What is good? What kind of life do I want to have? Understanding those things can kind of spark something in each of us, and I highly recommend it. And everybody has a different answer. They might be similar, but my definition of good, or what is a good life, might be way different than your definition of what is a good life. A lot of people, they chase money or power or fame or toys, or cars or pleasure. Some people just want to have a solid family, but what I've learned is that it's all about relationships. Things come and go, seasons come and go. You're going to have successful seasons and not successful seasons. You're going to have ups and downs, but relationships are the only important thing in life, and I firmly believe that. You're going to have new cars and old cars and good stuff and bad stuff, and life is just a big pot, and it is what you make it. But the people in it are what make it good. It's as simple as that. Family, you can't replace your family. So if you got family, even if you hate their guts, find out how to make it work with them. Making connections with other people is one of the best things we can do as humans. And all that money is, and business, and all these other things, and toys, is just figuring out how to solve other people's problems, how to help other people become successful or with a certain problem. So like for me, as a personal trainer, my main focus is to help people live healthier, and that's it. And they might have a lot of reasons why they're trying to get healthier, but it really boils down to they want to live life fully, or they don't feel confident or powerful. And who doesn't want to be confident, powerful, like physically and internally just powerful and in control of themselves, in control of their food, and feeling like they're on top of the world? Everybody does. It's for everybody. I think that everybody should have a personal trainer and a therapist at least once at one point in their lifetime, just to kind of understand how it works, and to understand that they can be healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically, and that it's not enough to struggle. We want to see progress and move forward. I think that's it. I just wanted to talk for a little bit and talk to you guys. I know 2 of you out of the 5 subscribers that we have right now So if you got anything to add, let me know in the comments on the latest blog post on focusorddiet.com. And it's great talking to y'all, but I want to get a conversation going. So if you got anything for me, let me know in the comments. And I'll talk to you soon. If you want me to talk about anything or kind of tackle anything with you, let me know. Have a good day, and don't waste it. You know, after today's gone, it's gone forever. You ain't getting it back. So treat every day like it's precious, because it is precious. Time, it's you're not getting it back. Love those around you. Help people be successful. Don't be a jerk. Bye.